I have about 700 movies behind me, and none of them are from the Criterion Collection. Until now. If you don't know, twice a year, Barnes Noble does a 50% off sale on all of their Criterion Blu-rays and 4K, and I have decided finally to participate in one of them, and I grabbed 5 4Ks. I initially filled my cart with like 15, but then I realized slow down. You don't have to buy everything all at once. It's okay. So you get 50% off, and they also have a membership program, which is free, where every $10 you spend, you get a stamp, and when you've spent $100 and you've gotten 10 stamps, you get a free $5 reward. And I just checked earlier today, and for the holiday weekend, they're actually offering double stamps. So you get a stamp every $5 you spend rather than every $10 you spend. And I'm like, I guess I should have waited just a couple extra days before I bought this, but oh well, I decided to limit myself to 5. I'm not going to buy any more until the next sale. It is what it is. This got here way faster than I thought. I checked the tracking yesterday, and it was like, oh yeah, it hasn't even been given to the post office yet. It'll be here like next week sometime. And then suddenly it's here today. So okay, I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. But let's go ahead and dive into this. I haven't even got into it, so we'll just go off the top. Ooh, it's a nice little booklet, which is very appropriate. We got The Princess Bride. Rest in peace, Rob and Michelle Reiner. But yeah, great movie. I remember the first time I watched this, I don't even think we watched the whole thing, but it was in school, in high school. We were watching it, not for any particular reason. It was just one of those days where, like, I guess we had nothing else to do. The teacher threw something on, and we watched The Princess Bride. But yeah, great movie. I want to definitely open this thing up. I didn't know which ones were going to come in regular cases and which ones are going to come in. Ooh, it even has the texture of like a hardcover book. That's real nice. Oh, I like the back. As You Wish. The purple and the yellow, really cool. It's a nice little storybook package. Oh, that's adorable. You got a whole booklet in here, along with the 4K and the Blu-ray. Got a whole booklet of what exactly? Let me sum up. I guess this is just like an essay written about the film and certain info about the film. That's cool. Yay, neat. So we got The Princess Bride. Very enjoyable, very funny movie. Obviously, incredible references that people still quote today. Next up, we got Sound of Metal. This is a movie from a couple years ago with Riz Ahmed, where he is a drummer. He's way into music, and all of a sudden, his hearing goes out almost completely. The rapping on this thing is really weird. It's not like... it's not wrapped all the way around. I don't know if you could tell, but it's in a plastic sleeve that it has been stuffed into. Like, the top is not wrapped. That's bizarre. Anyway, he loses his hearing, and the whole movie is basically about him trying to come to terms with that. And it's a really good exploration of how it's really difficult for people to accept that their idea of normalcy has changed. How they will try so hard to get back to their typical idea of what normal is supposed to be for them, even though they can't. Even though that's gone, no matter how hard they try, they have to just try to adjust to their new situation. And it can be so hard to do that sometimes, especially when it's so sudden and you have that feeling of like, this shouldn't be happening to me. This is not what my life was literally yesterday. There must be a way to fix this. And there just isn't. And you have to just accept your circumstances. And this is a really good ending that really hammers that home nicely. So I enjoyed that quite a bit. Now we got a classic in here. It's The Breakfast Club, probably my favorite John Hughes directed movie. And that's not like a normal thing for Criterion, clearly, where they just like shove it into a plastic sleeve. This thing is wrapped all the way around the way a case is supposed to be plastic wrapped. That's bizarre. Have you ever seen that before? I've never seen that on any movie where like the top part of the wrapping is not there. But yeah, Breakfast Club, great relatable characters that everybody can get into. Just a message that never gets old, that there's more to people than meet the eye. You can't just easily group them into these little clicks, and then that's all they are. There's always something else going on under the surface that you don't know about, and so many people will have more in common than you initially thought you would. And the only thing that I ever found weird is how, like, with Ali Sheedy's character, her transformation is pretty quick. It's like, because of my experience, I'm no longer like goth. I'm gonna do my hair and wear a nice bright colors now. It's like, oh, okay. Well, you didn't have to change that about yourself. But other than that, though, great movie. Next up, we got Best Picture winner, I do believe, No Country for Old Men, one of my favorite Coen Brothers movies, if not my favorite. Incredible villain performance from Javier Bardem. Just such a fascinating character. Anton Chigurh. Obviously, the scene with the gas station attendant or whatever he is, when he's asking him to call it on the coin flip. Amazing scene. I just love so much of the dialogue with that. Like when he's saying, it's been a while, but it's something along the lines of, I got to know what I'm putting up. I haven't put up anything on the bet. And he's like, yes, you have. You've been putting it up your entire life, and you just haven't realized it. And there's just something so chilling about the simplicity of that, of the thought that everything you have ever been can just be snuffed out on a whim like that. And how he sees himself as kind of like this agent of causality. Like, it's not even up to me. I flip the coin, and whatever the coin comes up with, that's what's going to happen. And there's this interesting idea about like fate in there, and how even he can't fully escape that because of certain things that happened to him by the end, and yet maybe he kind of did. Like, I won't go into details about the ending, but also very unconventional with many of the things that happen, and how certain characters just unceremoniously die, and we just kind of end with Tommy Lee Jones given this monologue that kind of incorporates and encapsulates the themes of the movie. Very interesting stuff. Really good stuff. And lastly, we got a big ass slipcover on this one. Fancy. Uncut Gems. Adam Sandler giving some of his best work ever. Definitely want to open this one up and see what extra this one's got in it. This is a Safdie Brothers movie. If you've ever seen any of their stuff, well, except The Smashing Machine, I guess, you know the chaos that their films entail. Adam Sandler's character is a gambling addict, and it's just basically watching him make all of the worst possible decisions over and over again for 2 hours. But it's so entertaining. He's so fun to watch. This shit that he gets himself into is just so ridiculous. And it's like every single time he has a bit of a win and he comes across some money, it's like, don't gamble it away. Don't gamble it away. Don't gamble it up. You gambled it away. All right. All right. Just over and over again until a crazy ending. But yeah, we got this nice slipcase. Ooh, whoa. Holy shit. That looks wild. It's the same thing on the back. I didn't know which one of these were going to be like digibooks and which ones are going to be regular cases. Okay, and then we got... And I got a whole ass booklet. Gems and Jewelry. 2012. Sure. What's in here? Okay, so we just got all this information about, I guess, the jewelry shop from the movie. There's a whole timeline and a map of their locations and pictures and just information about the movie beyond that. But that's cool little like world building. Hell, there's even information about like gold chains, their lengths, and all the like all this shit that's just totally unnecessary, that like nobody would ever think to include in here, and yet they've done it. They went the extra mile and put in that extra little information. That's kind of cool, along with just, you know, regular like interviews and info about behind the scenes stuff. Neat. Oh, by the way, they all have these little booklets. Sound of Metal is pretty light here, but still, it's nice to see that on all of them. And you got the one for Breakfast Club, and they all have, you know, like interviews or just write-ups about the movie, extra background information, No Country for Old Men. That's cool. You know, I buy them for the movies, but if you got that extra little stuff in there that shows you put a little bit of extra care, and we got inside artwork on all of them, which is always nice to see, I appreciate that. So yeah, I'm glad to finally have participated in a Criterion sale. I feel like a real movie collector now. I did it, Ma. Aren't you proud of me? I do own Breakfast Club and No Country for Old Men on Blu-ray, so finally was able to upgrade those, and then the other three are completely new for the collection. So I finally have some Criterions, and even though I'm tempted to go take advantage of the sale and get double stamps and go buy more, we're gonna call it there, probably, and we'll get some more on the next sale. So let me know your thoughts on these movies, on whatever Criterion films you recommend. There's plenty of good ones. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel for more physical media pickups, movie reviews, all that kind of stuff. I appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time.